A story in 2 pictures. Check it out. From my friend, non-playable character. Right. That's it for me. Been a long time coming and I've hung around this place long enough. Sometimes you got to man up and realize a place that once was enjoyable has become a cesspit. I have exited everything, apart from 10, 12, and 15 year stakes. Not interested in the drama anymore. I gonna tend my vegetables and read and book by a fire. Time to switch off. Hopefully it is worth it for you guys to stick around. So, NPC, Mr. NPC, think about it, sir. You might be a bottom signal for the PulseChain community. I know there's been like 458,000, but eventually someone's going to be the bottom signal. Eventually. Just 24 hours later, friends. You Fs, I sold my bags, and now you decide to go up. And of course, I have handed him a banana emoji. So, and do you want to know that move, friends? Like, I've just got context for the move. Do you want to know how much PulseChain just moved up to cause him that pain? 3%. 3.7%. You see? And Hex up 3%. Erection Hex, 3.5%. So it's a good lesson for yourself to think about what happens if you actually relinquish your bags. You want to get rid of the pain. Okay, you got rid of the pain. You go, oh, I'm finally done. And then if it ticks up, you've lost the plot again. So you got to learn that about yourself. Why do you lose the plot though? I'm here to help you, right? I'm here to help you. If you are upset that it ticks up, you're only upset because you know deep down the fundamental value is way higher in the future, the potential, than what it is right now. So if it ticks up, you are hurting that the market is repriced into where you think it's going. So then I want you to like reverse engineer that and go, well, why did you relinquish your bags in the first place? Because of the pain. You just want the pain to end. So you can't get the pain to end. You can't. The only way for you to make it is to hold long enough and hope. I know that sounds crazy, right? But that's tech investing. It really is like that. But you got to think about it. Are you going to live with yourself for the rest of your life if this works out, but you weren't on it? So that's why these truths, I'm trying to help you establish some sort of like rationality with yourself. Shout out to all the baby dolls in the comment section as well, Mr. Swordrift. That's the sacrifice you're talking about. Consume thy soul. I love you guys. Yeah, exactly. Also, we have Mr. Stephen Robinson, who is back. Mr. Stephen Robinson. So, friends, everyone understands. Oh, man, Pablo, I love this picture. I have it saved, by the way. Portfolio down 80%, plus 5%. Yo! I love it so much. Okay. I love it. He couldn't stay away for more than a few hours. Man, look, friends, there's something about crypto. Don't worry about trying to work it out what it is. We could eventually work it out, but it'll take you a long time to work it out. I'm here 18 hours a day. You know what, man? When people leave the pirate island and they start sailing away and they turn their shoulder back and they see everybody partying, woo! They want to come back, man. Even if it's a freaking plus little crappy 1% candle, doesn't matter. They want to come back. So we have to use that as a proxy for everybody else out there in the world. We do. There is a product market fit for crypto, the culture casino. There is. Now, I know a lot of mainstream influencers, they're finding it hard to really figure out what's going on because they got that boomer calcified mindset because 2012 was proof of work innovation. 2016 was Ethereum smart contract and payment solution innovation. 2020 was DeFi and Uniswap innovation. Now 2024 is a question mark to them. But what has the market done this year? The innovation, the discovery was we want to take cultures of the real world, memes we call them, and stamp them into crypto. We want culture casino. People want to give attention to something, rally around it, and bet that the attention will have sticking power over time. Now, we call them as a short word meme coins, but it's a bit of a sticky situation, isn't it? It's a bit sensitive because people are thinking, where's the amazing complex code? Where's the new application? I don't know, man. You tell me. I'm waiting for it as well, okay? On the plus side, though, you still have upgrades happening in crypto, but this is from Richard Hart. Why does the new PulseX stable swap protocol code kick ass? The left side has stable swap and 0.8%. The right side has 0.51%. So basically, he's showing an upgrade here. He's tweeted about the benefits of the new PulseX feature, right? Stable swap. It allows giant whales eventually to come in with thicker liquidity and have better friction, lower friction, and it can save like thousands and thousands of dollars on every per $1 million transaction. So I think it's very clear, friends. Richard's main premise for PulseX and PulseChain, he's doing big picture stuff. He's not working out the little, like, you know, the little culture meme things out. He doesn't have enough time. You see, it's just like Ethereum and Vitalik. Vitalik doesn't care about, you know, hey, how these meme coins going to do stuff. What about Uniswap and things about here and there? Doesn't really care about them. He kind of should, but he doesn't really. He cares about how do we do decentralized identity? How do I make sure sharding comes out in the future? How do we improve this stuff and remain decentralized? He's doing these big picture stuff. So Richard Hort, some say Greg the Duck. Greg the Duck's big picture stuff is he's thinking about how do I make it such that when whales come in, it's ready. Okay, and by the way, if you go back to his streams from 3 years ago, 2021, wow, it's been that long, he speaks about that. That's why he made 4 clients for PulseChain. So I don't even know how they all work, but you know, there's 4 clients. So he basically made it ready for world adoption. And also, when he was talking about that context, I think if I remember that same video, he also spoke about how he put Hex's supply, the quantity so much, so it's ready for world adoption because he wants everybody in the world the option to be able to own more than like 1 or a couple of hundred. You see, because there's 6 billion people in the world, whatever at the time. If there's like, you know, 100 billion circulating coins, everyone could at least own more than 1, right? He actually thought that big. But with Bitcoin, we don't have that. See, Bitcoin, as it goes up, wow, I'm going to own 0.0126 of a Bitcoin, you see? He was thinking about things like that. So I want you to know that, yeah, it seems like, oh, it's just a copy-paste from the Curve protocol. Yeah, the code is safe. The stablecoin slippage is less. So that's what it seems like it's coming down to. Then you have all the other competing DEXes going for different market shares. You have Bucks, PHUX protocol, right? PHUX, I think it is, right? Or Fiat, or the PHUX, same stuff, whatever. The same ecosystem. You also have 9-inch with Hexy Bastard, the giant eggplant, and then you have Tangang with the 9mm. Now, 9mm is not Tangang. It's psychologically, spiritually affiliated with it. You see them, they're just competing. And they're all going to call each other garbage. They're all going to say they're rewarding it. Don't worry, friends. Everyone's super tribal. But you get it, man. It's just like the Bitcoin Maxis. There's 10-15% of Bitcoin Maxis. Totally toxic, but you need them there if you've got to defend the bag. It's the same thing with all the other bags, man. It's just that they're very loud and they're very energetic. Like everyone else is like, oh, okay, see you in a week. No, these guys are there 24 hours a day, every single maxi in every community. But they are a good, powerful indicator of the megaphone. I think it's important now, friends, while I play some of my pump music, to show you how important it is to buy cheap, man. In 2017, friends, look at the ICOs, man. These coins all went enormous, all right? ETH did from its ICO, did a 5,000x. Solana did like, 1,000x. Arweave, I don't know how much it did. Chainlink did 440x. Tron did 120x. BNB done over 10,000x, right? Big, right? I think also like 100,000x, something ridiculous, okay? Atom, I don't know how much it's done. Phantom did like a 500x. Mana, I think it did like 400x. Quant, I forgot. Aave did like maybe a 200x from its ICO. It's 2000x from the very, very bottom, okay? So just showing you, look at these big numbers. But look how small their market caps were starting were. Ethereum was only 37 million market cap. Chainlink, 32 million. By the way, Chainlink at 32 million, Vitalik was fudding Chainlink saying 20 million was still way too expensive. All right, Vitalik was fighting the crap out of Chainlink at 32 million. It's like 8 billion today, and it's going to go to 100 billion. Think about it. You're a genius, bro. You're literally adding, the guy who added trillions of dollars of value to crypto, right? The only guy we can actually say, wow, you're actually worth a step out of Bitcoin for once, besides every other altcoin, right? He got this one wrong. Not just a bit wrong, he totally faded it. He couldn't even see the future. Isn't that crazy? It's just showing you how we're all human, man. I mean, he's not even human. He's like 4,000 IQ alien. Yeah, but he's not 5,000 IQ alien. He's just a 4,000 IQ alien, okay? So, Anunnaki. You got some explaining to do. See, friends, Aave, 30 million market cap. The common theme, right? Under 100 million market cap. So you got to adjust for today's numbers. But yeah, I mean, under 50 million, 100 million market cap, you have a higher chance. Doesn't mean you're necessarily going to crush it. You got higher odds of, having high impact growth. Now, seeing all these, friends, if you're watching crypto, you're watching the charts, you're noticing, well, man, you're watching Bitcoin dominance still be around near 58%. And a lot of people are wondering if we are going to get a repeat of what happened before. So what you can actually do, friends, you can actually get this bars pattern, and you can go to the very, very, very top and see what it was like when the bottom formed and how long it's going to take. Now, it's tough to see when do you actually start the bottom here, because see how this is still going up, friends? See how right now this Bitcoin dominance is still going up, but altcoins from 2020 were going down. Now, this is why altcoins have had the worst experience ever. What people do is, so what I've done is I've marked what I started here May 2021. That is when 95% of altcoins topped out, May 2021. But if you were like really, really, let's say you want to be really conservative, you will go and move it to the Bitcoin top, which was, I think, November 2021 here. So we are real close, friends. We're real close. So no matter where you spin it, you go, okay, we're on one side, we're overdue. Okay, so what you can do is we're overdue on one side. So it's meant to happen here, right? This is what I want to do is like when Bitcoin dominance just basically falls off the cliff. That's on one side. And then I'm going to go move it again and say, okay, let's make the bottom, November 2021 around here. That is the other side. So it's supposed to start right here. So we're actually in the window right now. You see that? We're actually right in the window. The window ends though November 2024. So that would actually like officially make it like it's horrific at that point. It's already horrific right now. Okay, so I'm just showing you the window of time for these Bitcoin dominance. We're in it right now. Now, what's it going to take? We don't know. Once again, we don't know. You just don't know. There's a few signs though out there in the universe that tells me we're close. And I've been reporting about this for a while because you never know. Friends, a lot of people, they want to be one step ahead and go, oh, I want to get out and everything tank. You don't want to live in that world, man. You want to know why? Because you don't want to live in a world where if you like forget to buy, if you buy like a day too late or you sell a day too late, you miss out on everything. You don't want to live in that world. You'd rather a world where it floats around and it distributes for a while. So I've listened, friends, to many Bitcoin Maxi podcasts and influencers. And of course, friends, like I have a buy Bitcoin sign in there. I own Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. You should have Bitcoin. But that's not where the real juice is, man. Like, don't even think it's got where the real juice is. Not even close. So we can now confirm, though, these Bitcoin Maxis, the podcasts, the Peter McDoorMats, all of them, not one individually, just taking a whole grand look at it. I'm just observing. I'm like, man, yuck. Yuck. I'm actually saying yuck, friends. I don't want to step in that. I see euphoria, sweaty armpit euphoria, right? You know when you sweat, friends? Have you ever when you sweat, the salt crystals come to the top of your skin. You have to lick it. Have you ever kissed someone when they're like being sweaty? You can taste the salt crystals. Yeah, that's the type of euphoria when you look at them. Okay, complacency. The complacency, friends, is oh my gosh, like it's just. I don't want to get too much into it, but watching the podcasts, the things they're talking about, I've mentioned this before. We keep this in mind, right? I might even have to do it one day. You know their time is coming over when all they talk about now is they're reflecting on the past. They're so euphoric. They're talking about, remember 5 years ago, we started up in this little thing and then we grew and then Bitcoin went down and then it went up and now we're finally here. They're talking like this grandiose thing, right? And Peter McDoormat's sharing stories about El Salvador and also interesting story, right? When he was going to meet with the president of El Salvador, Bukaki, basically the Coconut Intelligence Agency and the fancy banana guys, they knocked on his door. They knew he was setting up a meeting. And they're like, hey, what are you setting up that meeting for? So they wanted to see what was going on. Now, obviously, why did they knock on his door? It was because First, they checked him out and they realized, oh, he's just like an innocent podcaster guy, because they know he's not coming in to like try to topple the world government or anything. But it's just showing you they have, and by the way, friends, like Bukaki's, so El Salvador, friends, their GDP is literally last in the world. It's one of the highest crime rates was. Now it's obviously amazing, but back then it wasn't. Tiny. Just to show you, they have arms and ears and legs and just weapons everywhere around the world. Okay, but they're talking about all these stories, and I'm thinking like, bro, that doesn't sound like you're climbing the wall of worry anymore. Remember, a bull market, friends, is when you're climbing a wall of worry. I'm worried. That's climbing. That's bull market. Okay. When you are at the top, you get euphoric, and then you get complacent. Now, the Bitcoin Maxis, they are not euphoric at that price or complacent about that price, but they're euphoric about that dominance. They are. All of the podcasts, they love talking about Ethereum. All of them. They actually dropped the word Ethereum. Friends, do you want to know what's funny? Do you want to know something? Do you know when Bitcoin dominance was dropping in this period? I was watching all the podcasts. You see Bitcoin dominance here? You know, they were not talking about Ethereum. They wouldn't mention the word Ethereum. They would just mention, poop coins. They'd say poop coins, S coins, poop coins. They wouldn't say the word Ethereum. But why are they mentioning the word Ethereum now, friends? Why? It's because they're so confident it's just another one of those trash things in their mind. That's why. You see that? Because it's no longer a threat. They're like, oh yeah, Ethereum. Ha, what a joke. Bleeding ETH BTC. And the way they're talking about it, I'm like, yes, that's fuel. That's fuel. And you know, you're probably wondering like, hey, how are they complacent? Bitcoin spot ETF is already here. Bitcoin halvening is already behind us. Okay. And everyone's starting to realize slowly, Bitcoin is just another layer 1 chain. That's right. It's just another layer 1 chain. Okay. Now, saying it's another layer 1 chain, of course, you're pricking the beast a bit, because no, it's not really. Yeah, but friends, here's the thing. Pornhub is just another website. It's just another website. That's it. People are spending 33% of their time on Pornhub, watching premarital, fornication on the internet, the combinations of genitals, mixing and the twisting of genitals and fluids and everything in between. Okay? Their attention is there, whether you like it or not, whether you say it's good or immoral or it's a waste of their time. Don't matter. It's happening. Those are the facts. Well, I know the next billion people coming into crypto, there's 520 million right now. I don't think the next billion people give a crap about this proof of work thing. I think they care about whether they wait 4 hours for a transaction or 4 seconds, and whether they can jump into the culture casino. I'm just taking a wild bet. Not wild. It's not wild. You know it's eventually going to play out like that, friends. So you can't convince Jerry, who's got $4,000 as savings. He's not going to buy a Bitcoin at 120 grand, man. He might, and then sit on it for 30 days, and he realizes, oh, crap. These other things are moving up 10x. That's eventually what's going to happen. You can see it. So, but they're so complacent to that. They're so complacent. You know, all the Bitcoin Maxi podcast friends, it's sad. They don't care about the little guy anymore. You don't believe me? Go watch them. They don't care about the little guy anymore. You know how you can know? All their talking points are about big institutions now. All of them. They're talking about the Bitcoin strategy, right? They're retorting Michael Saylor talking points. They're talking about companies should put Bitcoin on the balance sheet and hold stuff. They're doing all these strategies. That's what they should do. They should go borrow in a cost of capital and do all these things, just Bitcoin, right? Nothing to do with the little guy. Nothing anymore. Not a single one. They're full on euphoric. Full on euphoric because they're like so big now. Now, luckily for you and me, we can spot this and we know this is coming. But how's it actually going to appear in a Bitcoin dominance world when we're still waiting for a reversal to come? We don't know, friends, but I'm feeling that when this comes down, I'm just feeling it, friends. I'm feeling that people are going to buy Bitcoin too early. And then I'm smelling Ethereum's fourth cycle will surprise everyone and something like that will happen. And it will make everybody basically, we'll have like a double bubble alt season of sorts. I'm just feeding that because many reasons. I've gone through many videos, but of course could be wrong, but look, I can take an unbiased view because I watch everyone. I'm like, man, you guys don't look like you're climbing the wall of worry anymore. It looks like everybody's in. If everybody's in, who else is left to buy? It's a lot of things to go through. We're just going to wait patiently, okay? This Bitcoin dominance, friends, it doesn't have to go down, right? What if it goes up again? I mean, who cares? I know for a fact, dude, I don't care who you are. Friends, have you gone and spoken to people? I know you have. You're a people. I'm a people too. Some say I'm a squirrel who holds my own nuts. Try get them to buy a Bitcoin at $60,000. I'll be waiting. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you in the next one.